Hello, Mesquite ISD students, staff, and parents. We're here today to talk with Clint Elsasser, the principal of Vanguard High School, to ask him a few questions regarding the newly established Career and Technology Education Facility. Here's what he has to say.
My name is Clint Elsasser. I'm Dean of Schools at Vanguard High School. I feel like I'm, pretty simple guy. I have a lot of energy. I love what I do, and that's part of the reason why I do what I do. And so just being creative, being hands-on, thinking outside of the box a lot of the times. That's kind of my heartbeat. I love just kind of participating and doing lots of different things. I love being outside. So, now who I am, I guess I'm kind of like a mixture of a little bit of everything. I like to try everything at least once, be creative, do different things. And so my experience with working with career and technical classes, this started back when I was in college, actually. I went to trade school, so I learned, welding, automotive, machining, wood shop, and all that. And I come from a construction background, so my whole family was in construction. So I've just kind of been around my whole life on the industry side. And then when I was in school, I went to trade school. And just kind of coming through that line of work is just kind of mixed together the education and the career side. I was a project manager for some time in Dallas. Got to work in a school to kind of do those things. So I've taught welding, I've taught engineering, architecture, all those courses that you see that's in career and technical. I've taught a lot of those courses just because of my background in industry and growing up, and so that gives me a different perspective. Vanguard will have 16 different programs of study. Those are career areas that they can study. We have lots of health science, firefighting, EMT, architecture, engineering. We have the automotive collision and technology. So there's all these different career paths that they'll have. A lot of those programs are at existing high schools that will move over to Vanguard. So they will be unique in Mesquite ISD at Vanguard. So those are all the different career paths that lead to Vanguard. So those will be unique to Vanguard and not to any of the other campuses. So we're not duplicating any programs. I believe Vanguard will impact the district and just really bring kind of a different focus for students. So students will be able to come, they'll be able to pick a career out of one of those 16 career clusters, study that essentially for 4 years, and then they'll be able to leave either with a industry certification or some sort of dual credit to lead them to the next level. And so there's really, two paths for students. If they're a career path student, they want to graduate from high school and get a job, we have a path for them, a clear path to a specific career goal. If they want to go on to a college or a 4-year, there's a specific path in those careers for that, and they can get college credit as they're at Vanguard High School. So now not only are they getting their core education, but now they're getting specific training in a career area that will set them up for success when they graduate. And that's really what we're looking for, to give all the students in Mesquite ISD the opportunity to really set themselves up for their future and what they want to do and what they're passionate about. We'll have everything that you could think of for some of these career focused. For example, firefighting. It is a career or a fire academy. And so students will put on real bunker gear. There will be an apartment in there that students will get to simulate what it's like to be in an apartment. There's tanks, equipment, state-of-the-art facilities. So there'll be a lot of technology in buildings, so not only just on the industrial side with all of the equipment that we have, whether it's auto tech, auto collision, the engineering side is going to have a lot of from robotic arms to specialized equipment, but even in our core classes there's going to be a lot of new tech. The teaching model that we're looking at is a lot of remote teaching, where you have a core instructor in one room, an instructional intern in the other. There's simultaneous instruction going on and interacting virtually. So that means really our classrooms don't have to be in classrooms. They can literally be anywhere in the building that you want them to be, or they can even be outside. And so we're really kind of pulling back what education looks like through technology. A lot of students that want to be a pharmacist, they go into pharmacy, they learn how to mix drugs together put medicine in pills, they learn all the terminology, they do everything and they learn all about being a pharmacist. And so then when they're done, they get a pharmacy tech certification, which means right out of high school, they can go work at Walgreens, they can go work at CVS, they can be a pharm tech, and a lot of students will go to school, be a pharm tech, and that's their job. And they get paid pretty good money. And then while they're going to school, a lot of them, will end up being, pharmacists, or you can be a doctor. A lot of them want to be doctors because they learn that terminology when they're in high school. So it's a really good field to get into. The industry is always changing, right? And so I feel like Vanguard will be one of those schools that will be ever changing and ever evolving. You never arrive at your end destination with a place like this, because career and industry is always changing, and we have to stay up with the times. In education, we can't continue to be 5, 10, 15 years behind. We always have to be evolving, seeing what the recent trends are. How can we keep up? What are our business industry partners doing? How are they needing us to, fill those skills gaps that are in a lot of these industries that are around us here in Mesquite? So really, for me, what the vision in the future is it really is limitless. It could be anything. It could be expansion. It could be different programs. It's whatever the trend is at the time that we need it to be. If you're a student and you want to come to Vanguard, it's very simple. You can get on our website, look at all of the different courses that we have or programs of study that are available to you. Find something that you're interested, that you're passionate about. Once you kind of figure that out, I encourage you to talk to your counselor to find a little more about that, research it. And then what you do is you log into your Skyward account. There's a forms tab on the left-hand side. You'll click on that. You'll see a Vanguard program selection form. You fill that out, send it to us. We'll have your name. You get to choose 2 different programs. You get a first choice and a second choice. That guarantees you if one fills up, you have the opportunity to be there for another career avenue. And so I really encourage you, do your research, see what you're passionate about, what kind of sparks some interest to you, and then enroll, enroll to be in one of those programs and see what happens.
Thank you, Mr. Alsasser, for such an inspirational and informative interview. Seems like Vanguard is going to be an outstanding addition to Mesquite ISD. This has been Ethan Garrison for MSEB News. Thank you for watching.